To open the End of Day screen, the user will select Show Commands and tap on the End of Day button. This will open the following screen. A summary of the day's sales will be displayed first, making it convenient for a quick consultation. On the Report tab, the user can see the closing report of the entire restaurant. Similar to the staff's closeout reports, this report is dissected into different categories. To go back to the End of Day screen, the user will select the Summary tab. To have a successful end of the day, the user needs to make sure 3 things are completed before leaving for the day. 1. All orders must be closed. 2. All employees must be clocked out with the correct hours. 3. All credit card tips must be adjusted. Here is how to ensure these 3 processes are performed correctly. 1. All orders must be closed. The first thing after the summary of sales in the End of Day screen is a list of the open orders of the restaurant. If an order was left unpaid, the system won't let the user continue with the End of Day. The user can select the open order from the End of Day screen to wither, make the sale, or void the items and close the order manually. Once the order is closed, the user can tap on the green line on top of the screen to go back to the End of Day screen. This process will need to be done with all the listed orders the restaurant may have. If the screen displays there are no open orders in green, the user can continue with the next step for the End of Day. 2. Employees must be clocked out. If there are any clocked-in employees still, the user will be able to see them from the End of Day screen. The names will be listed under the Clocked-in Employees section. The user can adjust the time clock of the employees by tapping the Adjust Time Clock button located in the bottom left from the End of Day screen. The names of the staff will be listed on the left. The user will tap on the person to open a chart with their records of clock-ins and outs of the day. Multiple records per day can be shown for a single person. From here, the user will be able to modify the time by selecting either the Clock-in or Clock-out column and making the modification. Every change will be registered in orange under the initial entry. The user will also be able to clock out any employees that may have left without clocking out. To go back to the End of Day screen, the user will tap on the green banner on the top. The screen will display only "You are clocked in" when the user becomes the last person logged in the system. 3. All credit card tips must be adjusted. To ensure the credit card tips batch with the rest of the credit card payments at the end of the day, the service staff will need to adjust their own tips, or management can adjust all of them. In the End of Day screen, the Closeout Report summary for each employee will be displayed. The list of the names will be located under the Closeout section. To adjust the credit card tips, the user will need to tap on the Adjust Tips button in the End of Day screen. This button can also be found in the Show Commands menu. In the Adjust Tips screen, the names of the personnel who had taken credit card payments will be listed. Once a name is selected, the orders will be listed on the left of the screen. The user will need to tap on each order, add the tip on the keypad, and select Apply Tip. Any tips entered from a customer-facing display will be automatically adjusted, which means this feature is only for any tips left by a guest in the tip line of a receipt. Now that these 3 actions have been completed, the user will select the End Day button on the right bottom corner of the screen. A window requiring confirmation will appear. The user will select Yes. Once the end of the day has been completed, the system will ask if the user would like to clock out. Making sure the End of Day is executed correctly will facilitate keeping accuracy in the restaurant's accounting.